close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Lined into left field for a base hit.
Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good afternoon to you and welcome to the Region 1 softball tournament on yourliveevent.com. One game in the books as we have HCV moving on in that last game, and they take down Hankinson Co-op in game number 1 here from Progressive Ag Field in Hankinson, North Dakota. Josh Boyko alongside Jake Berkmeyer with you here today as our next game features the Northern Cass Jaguars, our road team, and then the Enderlin Eagles will be the home team in game number 2 today. In Saturday's contests, HCV took down Enderlin 13-2 in that one, so Enderlin will now be facing in this game. They'll take on Northern Cass, who upset Hankinson in round 1 and then fell to Kindred in round 2. And Jake, what are we looking forward to here in this game here between Northern Cass and Enderlin?
Well, I think we're looking to get two teams that don't want to end their season. And that means you should have a good battle here between the Eagles and the Jaguars. Here with your pregame show from the Norman County Raceway and the Red River Valley Speedway. Here with the World of Outlaws coming to Ada, coming up here the end of June, June 29th to be exact. The late models here for the World of Outlaws. Tickets available now at normancounty.raceway.com.
We'll step aside on the Norman County Raceway pregame show and come back with our starting lineups and more after this.
Hungry and on the road? Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. This spring has been a trying time, and we may feel everything is out of our control. Please remember to slow down and stay safe this spring. Come home to your families each and every night. Please use this time to make sure your planter is ready to go. Keep downtime to a minimum. When you get into the fields, we are here to help you with any planting issues that may come up. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Welcome back to the Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway pregame show, an abbreviated version of our pregame show here as both teams are out and getting introduced with the American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned. CrystalSugar.com. And let's start out with the road team, the Northern Cass Jaguars, and the lineup they will send up to bat first. Number 27, the second baseman, batting leadoff will be Reese Lavig. Batting second in center field, number 15, Addison Rust. Third in the lineup for the Jags and Anthony Meyer. In right field is number 26, Emma Hovness. Then Casey Fix in the cleanup spot where she's been the first couple of games. She is the backstop catcher for the Jags. Ariana Anderson, the shortstop, bats fifth. In sixth, Brooklyn Hoyland will be at first base after pitching the first couple games. Then Avery Davidson is the DP. Addison Winterquist will bat 8th, and she is the pitcher for the Jags today. Then Macy Murch rounds out the lineup. And Rose Gellner is in left field and the flex player for the Jaguars in their first game of action here on Monday afternoon. And then for the Enderlin Eagles, they will send leading off the shortstop, Caitlin Maggio, then followed by the left fielder, Ellie Fredericks. Amethyst Billing, a 2-run homer in her last game, bats 3rd, plays 3rd. Aspen Schlecht in center field in the cleanup spot. Then the DP is Karina Olson, followed by Michaela and Mackenzie Wall, 6th and 7th. Michaela at 2nd, Mackenzie behind the plate, Carson Waitson in right field, Eve Chamberlain at 1st, and then the pitcher and flex is Rena Evanson. Number 0 will be 10th. And out to the circle now comes Evanson. She'll start her warm-up tosses here. Lavik will be the first batter for Northern Cass.
Here, and I know we didn't get time here with a little rush there to get to the second game there, but Josh, your conversations with Coach Bun, Coach Meyer there for what they want to see from their teams here in this one.
Well, first from Coach Meyer from Northern Cass, he said that they've got to execute defensively in this game because they've had some moments with the bats that have been good. They just got to play some solid defense behind it. Stave off elimination here, and this team really wants it. The Jaguars are definitely in for this game, and it's just a matter of which Jaguars team is going to show up, which one we're going to get. And he said this, though, is the best Enderlin team he's seen in the 3 years that he's been coaching Northern Cass, so they're not going to be taking the Eagles lightly at all here today. And then Coach Bunn over for Enderlin, she just said this can't be an overwhelming moment here. They haven't been able to move on in Region 1 play for quite some time, so they are really looking forward to this opportunity that they've got to stave off elimination as well here today.
All right, that's your transcribed coach's comments there from Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, dhbanknd.com. Let's get things going here as the first batter comes to the plate here in this top of inning number 1.
Reese Lavik is that leadoff batter. She takes high for ball number 1. The second baseman stands in with the black and yellow jersey with the white lettering, stands in right-handed. Swings and fouls one off. It's a 1-1 count to begin things here in game 2.
Here again, your pregame show also brought to you by the Red River Valley Fair with the 3 weekends of entertainment coming up. Visit them online, redrivervalleyfair.com, as we get a little gapper here to right center field and a leadoff base hit for the Jags.
Yeah, Reese Lavik going opposite field for a leadoff single, and that'll bring up the dangerous Addison Rust, who went 4 for 4 and 5 of her first 5 in this Region 1 tournament. A perfect 4 for 4 game where she knocked in a run, had 1 extra base hit. That was a double. And she steps in already with a runner on first and nobody out. Swinging early and fouls back the first pitch for strike number 1. It's Evanson, the starter for the Eagles. Mackenzie Wall gives the sign. And now the runner goes. Lavik down to second and in safe with a feet first slide.
We're getting into scoring position yesterday here. Saturday. So it feels like yesterday, but Saturday, Enderlin dropping a game to Hillsborough Central Valley as Northern Cass defeated Hankinson, then dropped a game to Kindred Richland as we get a CNI single through the left side. We'll move the runner up a base, so we have runners on the corners here with still nobody out in this top of the first inning.
Rust able to just find the right spot on the infield there and splits the shortstop and third baseman with Amethyst Billing at third, and then Maggio at short. Rust is going now, and no throw will be made. So a couple singles and a couple stolen bases, and Jaguars are cooking up a threat here in the top of the first. Hovness, the right fielder, stands in. RBI opportunity right away in her first at bat. Swings through a high pitch. 2 balls and a strike. It's a big batter already for Evenson in the circle. Trying to find her control after giving up a couple base hits. Falls behind in the count 3-1. And that will fill the bases now. And bring up Casey Fix, the cleanup spot, and the catcher will have the bases loaded and nobody out. A huge threat already brewing for the Jaguars. Can Fix come through? Swings and misses out in front of offering number 1. That's a good off-speed pitch. Evenson able to get ahead. Swung on and missed again. It's 0-2. Fix anxious to put the bat on the ball, but she's just been a little bit early. Takes high from Evenson. 1-2. Northern Cass has been aggressive, swinging the bats in the first 2 at-bats, getting those singles, and there's a drop third strike now to first. They get an out, and they didn't step on home plate, so that's going to score a run. And the other runners are also going to move up, so it's going to be second and third with 1 out, so the strikeout is going to plate a run.
And, well, with bases loaded, I don't believe you have to throw down on that drop. I believe it's an automatic out. So just a little.
I think. Do you have to step on the base, though? I think you might have to step on home plate.
No, just it should be batter out for strike 3 unless I'm misunderstanding something. But, yeah, we got nobody on first base now, so we do have the out there. But the run coming in there to make it 1-0.
Yeah, Fix ran down to first. This ball's popped up to first base. Catch is made right on top of the base. That's Eve Chamberlain with the putout of Ariana Anderson on the F3.
Yeah, and that throw down the drop third strike, you know, a little bit of muscle memory sometimes there where you're just used to doing it. Yeah, it happens.
Grounded up the middle and into center field for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the second in Hovness right behind Addison Rust, and that will plate 2 runs on the RBI single from Brooklyn Hoyland.
Next at the plate, number 13, freshman Avery Davidson.
So the leadoff singles and the walk come around to score. It is 3-0 Northern Cass on the Bank North scoreboard, and that pitch gets to the backstop. One 1-0 to the designated player Avery Davidson. Popped up left side, foul and out of play. So the Jaguars, even before the Eagles can get the bats in their hands, have already struck for a crooked number in the first. Popped up right side again. Chamberlain giving chase, but it's going to land out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on Evenson now. 1 good pitch away from getting out the top of the first and trying to limit the damage.
At the up top pitch here, trying to bring it down a little bit as the 2-2 comes and a little nubber off the bat fall.
Count will stay even at 2 with Davidson at the plate. Trying to hang tough and put a 4th run across. That's Hoyland at second base. This ball's hit down the right field line. Just going to land foul, though. Would have scored Hoyland if it had landed fair. But Davidson will have to choke up on the bat again and protect. with 2 outs.
For what it's worth, seeing here both our first game of the day and now this one as well, the top of the first inning, teams getting on the scoreboard early, getting to that advantage, forcing the other to play from behind. We'll see how that plays out as this one misses for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second base here for the Jaguars.
That's a base hit into right center field, and Hoyland will score. It's another clutch 2-out knock, and it is 4-0 Jaguars.
So just a solid rope there into center field, and yeah, gonna continue on with the inning.
Davidson was not to be denied. She dumped one down the right field line earlier that landed a foot foul. This one she made no mistake on, straightening it out. Runner goes, throw down to second. Safe is the call.
So not only doing it with the bat, but doing it with the wheels as well, too, to get in the scoring position.
Addison Winterquist at the plate already has 4 runs of support before she will take the circle in the bottom half of the inning. Popped up on the infield. Chamberlain's got it measured at first and makes the catch. But not before. The Bank North scoreboard tallies up to 4-0 in favor of Northern Cass with 4 hits and a walk in the first inning. To the bottom of the first we go on yourliveevent.com. Jags up 4-0.
Red River Valley Speedway, what a great place to let your heart race. Excitement second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun.
Get ready for racing this Friday night at 7 at the Red River Valley Speedway. Family fun for everyone. This week it's Military Appreciation Night and First Responder Night. Sponsored by FM Drain Cleaning and Services, Leinenkugels, and Finley Motors. For details, log on to redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to OnYourLiveEvent.com. Josh Boyko, Jake Berkmeyer here with you from Progressive Ag Field in Hankinson for the Region 1 tournament. Jaguars 1-1 yesterday after they were able to take down Hankinson in game number 1, but then fell to Kindred Richland. Caitlin Maggio stands in and lines a base hit into right field. An opposite field single to get things going for Enderlin, needing some runs already in the bottom of the first. Good piece of hitting, got some speed on the base paths. We'll see if they try to move Maggio along with Ellie Fredericks at the plate. Fredericks takes down low. There goes Maggio. And she's going to make second, take a turn, and hold up there. So wild pitch advances the runner Maggio into scoring position with the left fielder Frederick standing in, batting right-handed. Maybe showed a bunt there, and that's off the glove of the catcher Fix to the backstop. The half show on the bunt might have affected that catch. And now to third base goes Maggio in as many pitches. Swung on and missed. Count is even at 2. Fredericks unable to put that one in play. That was strike 2 right there. Amethyst Billing awaits on deck. This one's grounded to the pitcher, and the runner held up, but will come home to score. Maggio is in. Fredericks to first base on the infield single. Unconventional way to do it, but it works for Enderlin as they have struck back. There goes the runner, throw down to second, and Fredericks is in safely. So the speed on the base paths playing a factor for Enderlin as they try to lump multiple runs here on Winterquist. She misses outside. The tall-righty Winterquist already allowed one run, nobody out. Runner at second base. And the dangerous Amethyst Billing at the plate pops this one up right side. It's going to get out of play. So you see the Central Cast bus finding a parking spot as they await their game coming up against Kindred. Swung and missed, and down goes Billing for the strikeout. So a good rebound there from Winterquist will bring up the center fielder Aspen Schlecht. Winterquist fires in a first pitch strike. A throw back to second, but the runner is in safely. It's Ellie Fredericks at second base right now after her infield single plated Caitlin Maggio. Just missed inside, not by much though. A solid offering from Winterquist, and it's even at 1. Big secondary lead for Fredericks as she continues to wander off of second. Has already drawn one throw over. 2-1 pitch, high riser, and it's by the bat of Schlecht. 2-2 the count. Karina Olsen waits on deck. Winterquist winds and fires down the right field line, hooking and foul. Winterquist in the circle, trying not to let Fredericks leave second base. But this one is lined to short and off the glove of Anderson. Coming around to score is Fredericks in there safely, covering up home plate with a cloud of dust. And 4-2 is our score as Aspen Schlecht comes through with a single, the third hit of the inning. 3 of 4 have singled off of Winterquist now. The DP, Karina Olsen, is in. Runner at first, one out. Olsen chops one up the middle. Under the glove at second base of Lavig. Throw to third is going to get away now too. That allows Olsen to get to second. So 4 singles as it split the gloves up the middle of Winterquist and Lavig. So now the tying run is at second base with just 1 out. Michaela Wall watches one skip to the plate for ball number 1. Wall, the left-handed batting second baseman, has a chance to bring her team within 1 or tie with a hit. High and away, 2-0. Brooklyn Hoyland started both games for Northern Cass yesterday, but was relieved in the second after nearly 3 innings. Strike taken. Hoyland was able to go the distance against Hankinson in the 5-3 victory, and then nearly 3 innings before being replaced by Winterquist. And a strike 3 called. Good pitch on the outside corner as Michaela Wall goes down looking. That's the second strikeout of the inning for Addison Winterquist. Mackenzie Wall steps in. That is grounded off of Winterquist, and it's going to play to run. 4-3 now as Enderlin edges closer. Hit number 5 in 7 plate appearances. I'll bring up the right fielder, Carson Wadeson. With runners at the corners, the go-ahead run on first base after being down 4 in the top of the first. Enderlin answering with a loud inning from the bats. Looking for more and taking high. Runner does not go down to second. Just a bluff there with runners at the corners and 2 down. Swung on and missed. Here goes the runner this time. It's cut off. So second and third now. Ball and a strike. Winterquist trying to bear down and come back to the dugout with the lead still in hand. With Wadeson taking low, trying to tie or take the lead. Popped up foul, right side, trickling out of play. That one will land. Winterquist just one good pitch away from getting out of the inning, but Wadeson a hit away from giving them the lead. Popped up right side and caught by Hoyland at first, so the threat is retired, but not before. Enderlin strikes back with 3 runs in the bottom of the first. To the second inning we go on YourLiveEvent.com with Northern Cass leading 4-3.
Take your softball or baseball skills to the next level with personalized instruction from the professional staff at the Ball Yard. Their mission is to provide area players, young and old, the opportunity to improve their skills in a professional level facility and to provide a high level of instruction to youth players to help them achieve their goals at the Ball Yard. Come and visit the one place in the Fargo-Moorhead area where it's always summer. For more information, go online to fmballyard.com. That's fmballyard.com.
As you're planting this spring, I thank you for planting Golden Harvest corn and soybeans on your farm. This is Tim Cazzette, your Golden Harvest seeds dealer. If you run short of seed, give me a call, 701-430-0877. I probably have some seed available to help you finish. Call me again, 701-430-0877, and we can discuss your options for Golden Harvest seeds on your farm. I wish all the area farmers and farm families a safe spring and a successful growing season.
It's been a busy afternoon for the Bank North scoreboard as already after just 1 inning, it's 4-3 in favor of the Jaguars, and they've got the bats back in their hands with Macy Murch, Reese Lavig, and Addison Rust due up. That pitch misses inside. Hits in favor of Enderlin 5-4 after just the first inning. Swung on, popped up, foul back towards us. Out of play. Keeping track of all our scores, outs, innings, and such on the Bank North scoreboard today. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals, while supporting and improving the great communities that they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. To learn more about Bank North, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Leadoff walk. We'll put a runner at first base as Murch reaches on the base on balls. Lavig will come to the plate 1 for 1 with a single in her first at bat. The first 3 batters reached in the first inning to load them up for Northern Cass. It was Lavig single, Rust with a single, and Hovness with a walk. Lavig pulls back the bunt. Throw down to second is in time, but the ball pops out, so the runner is safe. They had Murch at second, but Enderlin unable to hold on to it. That was Maggio unable to complete the catch at second base. A ball and no strikes to Lavig. Squaring to bunt. Gets this one down. Throw to first. In time. A very nice play by the catcher, Mackenzie Wall, with the gun down to first base to get the hustling Lavig with the sacrifice bunt doing its job and getting Murch all the way to third. It's a very high likelihood that Addison Rust has the highest batting average in this tournament right now, but she'll ground out here, but the ball is dropped at first base by Chamberlain. The throw home is not in time, so an error will plate a run here as Murch comes home to score and make it 5-3 Northern Cass.
Number 26, sophomore Emma Hudgenes.
Emma Hovness, the right fielder, up with a runner on first. That's Rust at first. Northern Cass has shown the willingness to play that small ball game, and it's paying off with that sacrifice, leading to a score on the next at bat. Hovness fouls it back as Rust was running. She'll have to retreat to the first base bag. And how important, Jake, is that small ball effectiveness in a tournament play like today?
I like it just because it's an increased chance of putting a ball in play, and sometimes, well, here's a ball in play right to the gap in left center, and that will send him around.
We got a chance at third here. The runner scores, but they are going to say safe at third base as Hovness, with an aggressive attempt to get to third, is in there.
Yeah, so give her the RBI double plus going to third on the throw. And, yeah, like I was saying, you know, on the small ball, but, hey, why do small ball when you can rip it to the outfield fence like that?
I've pitched it to you, I think, a total of 3 times, and there has been a hit on the very next pitch every time.
There's one off the glove at short. Another run will come in. Whoops. Put that as a note. Put that there.
That's Casey Fix with the RBI. Single sending home Hovness, and it's just a merry-go-round right now for Northern Cass around the bases.
Yeah, Jags coming out quick here, and we'll see how things progress for them.
Ariana Anderson grounds one to third. Throw goes to first base in time. Nice play. Amethyst Billing, sure-handed at third base, will retire Ariana Anderson. Brooklyn Hoyland had one of the 4 hits in the first trip through the batting order for Northern Cass. She'll chop this one foul up the third base line to her coach, Tony Meyer. Pitch misses up. It's 7-3 right now as Northern Cass has been able to plate 3 runs already in the second. Swung on and fouled straight back, but a good cut from Hoyland. Just hadn't timed it quite right. Just a little bit out in front. A ball and 2 strikes with Fix standing at second. Flied to left. Coming in is Gellner to make the catch to retire the side, but not before. Northern Cass tacks on 3 more runs, gives them a little bit of insurance on the Bank North scoreboard. 7-3, heading to the bottom of the second at yourliveevent.com.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
And welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com here as the Jaguars heading to the bottom of the second with a 4-run lead, but not as comfortable of a 4-run lead as most, as the Eagles have shown that their bats can get going here. Eve Chamberlain will come to the plate to lead things off, the number 9 hitter and first baseman for the Eagles. Then it will go back up to Caitlin Maggio and Ellie Fredericks, who both singled in their first trip through the order. In there for a called strike. Winterquist surrendered 3 runs but stranded a pair, including the tying and the go-ahead run in the bottom of the first. She comes back with ball number 1, the 1-1 pitch, high and away. Got Mackenzie Wall out of her crouch right there. Or sorry, that's Casey Fix behind the plate for Northern Cass. Squibbed up the line to first base, and Chamberlain is out number 1. That flips things up to Caitlin Maggio at the top of the order. She singled and scored her first trip around, as did Ellie Fredericks in the on-deck circle. Maggio takes high for ball number 1. Missing for ball 2. Macy Murch at third, playing about even with the bag, maybe a step or 2 in. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Winterquist struck out 2 in that first inning, despite allowing the 3 runs. Runs the count to 3-1. Maggio fouls this one off, fouls it off. Right side out of play to fill the count. Seen a couple nice cuts already from Maggio. Trying to get aboard here. Leading off the second, and she will, as Winterquist misses high and wide. So a 1-out base runner for the Eagles. Fredericks will step to the plate. Chopped one up the third base line for an infield single. That one behind her. But they're going to say it was a dead ball, that it hit the foot of Fredericks. So they'll make it runners at first and second. So Maggio walks, a hit by pitch for Fredericks, and that will bring up Amethyst Billing. Good pop in her bat. Taken in there on the inside corner for strike number 1. It's 1-2 right now. Missing in the dirt, 2 and 1-2 is the count as the umpire clarifies. Scoreboard was off. Swung and foul, tip back, and the count is run full. Billing right on that one. She struck out in her first plate appearance, but seems to be making some progress this at bat. The 3-2, but she Ks again. Elevated that pitch, but it was in the zone. So Billing down on strikes for a second time with runners in scoring position. Now Aspen Schlecht will come up. She singled and plated Maggio in the first inning. This one's popped up, shallow center. Catch is made for the final out. Rust retires the side. That will send us to the top of the third. 7-3 after a scoreless inning for the Eagles in the bottom of the second. You're watching the Region 1 softball tournament on yourliveevent.com.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Top of the third inning. And a ground ball up the middle to shortstop and a nice put out. 6-3 there. Caitlin Maggio flashes the leather to retire Avery Davidson for the first out of the third. I'll bring up the opposing pitcher, Addison Winterquist. Winterquist swings early through an off-speed pitch. Nice job by Rena Evenson. Gets her out in front again. This one's popped up to third and caught, so a quick 2 outs for Evenson as Winterquist is retired on the F5. And that'll bring up Macy Murch. The bottom third of the lineup is what was due. But a ground out to short and a fly out to thirds. Gets it to quickly 2 outs in the inning. That one misses just low to Murch. Murch walked and scored after coming around on that sacrifice bunt from Lavig and then the RBI. Plated by Rust. It wasn't a run batted in because it was an error at third base. Or at first base, rather, so an eventful trip around last time for Murch around the base paths. She's got a 3-ball, 1-strike count. And takes inside for ball number 4.
Next to the plate, number 27, sophomore Reese Lavig.
Back up to the top of the lineup. It's been a successful top of the lineup. Reese Lavig has singled and laid down a sacrifice bunt that eventually scored Murch in the second. Takes a strike off speed in the first pitch. Rust waits on deck with a single and reached on error that plated a run. And then Hovness, a walk and a ringing double. Rust and Hovness came around to score in part of that 3-run second inning. Evenson getting a quick first 2 outs, trying to take advantage of it and get a scoreless inning on the board after allowing a 4-spot and a 3-spot the first 2 innings. Falls behind Lavig, 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, popped up in right field. Catch is not made, and that will get runners to second and third. Now the ball's thrown away again. And coming in to score will be Macy Murch. I'll make it 8-3 on the error in right field. Still 2 down. Rust at the plate. Takes outside. She's 1 for 2, but has been on base both times. Reached on error. Last time up, Hovness is on deck now. Takes outside again. It's 2 balls and no strikes to the dangerous center fielder of the Jaguars. Hit well to left field. This ball is back and off the wall. It's going to play to run. It's another double for Addison Rust. She is now 2 for 3 today, making it 9-3 Jags. Northern Cass continues to plate runs even after the first 2 quick outs. This ball's popped up left side of the infield, and it will be caught to retire the side, but not before another 2 runs come across for the Jags. Heading to the bottom of the 3rd here on YourLiveEvent.com with the Jags on a 6-run lead.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
A hit and an error plate, 2 runs for the Jags in the top of the 3rd, and now to the bottom half. Enderlin brings up Karina Olsen. Olsen singled and got stranded at 3rd in the 1st inning. Kindred and Central Cass have both arrived and are warming up in their dugouts on the field opposite this one. That should be an exciting matchup. That is the matchup coming up at 4 o'clock here after the conclusion of this game. And we'll have that game and our final game at 6 o'clock, both for you on YourLiveEvent.com. Ground ball left side and through, a base hit for Olsen. She's 2 for 2. Good contact, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Michaela Wall. Leadoff base runner for Enderlin as they look to mount a comeback, already down 6 in the 3rd. Wall chases high for an early strike. Off the glove of Fix into the backstop. That advances the runner down to second base. Chased up high again from Wall. And she falls behind in the count, 1-2. Good take that time down low. Evens up the count. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Eagles trying to put together a threat. That ball is taken just off the plate. Runs the count full. Winterquist delivers the 3-2 and misses outside to fill first base.
Next up for the Eagles, senior number 8,
Mackenzie Wall steps in with runners on first and second. Singled in her first at bat and takes a big swing. Goes around for strike one. This ball is driven down the right field line. This is hit well, but it's going to land well foul. Straighten that one out, and it is close to gone, but it's an 0-2 count to the Eagles' backstop. Winterquist well ahead in the count, but a pair of base runners. Hit to shallow right field, off the glove of Lavig, and the runners will all move up 60 feet. Now trying to score, play at the plate, she is out. So it goes off the glove of Lavig, but then she's able to recover and cut down the runner Olsen at the plate. A costly mistake on the base paths. Enderlin sacrifices a run there as the runners move to second and third now with one out. Ground ball to second. This will play to run as a productive out for Carson Waitson. That brings home Michaela Wall and makes it 9-4 on the Bank North scoreboard.
Next at bat, number 3, freshman Eve Chamberlain.
The first baseman, Eve Chamberlain, steps up, and she is the number 9 hitter, so it goes back to Maggio if she were to reach. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. This ball's popped up on the infield. Going to be a tough play, though. Coming on the shortstop, able to get there is Ariana Anderson for the final out. But Enderlin is able to get one run closer after getting a run gunned down at the plate. They still get one closer. It's 9-4 on the Bank North scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
Casey Fix comes to bat to lead off the top of the 4th inning for the Jaguars. Jaguars have plated 9 runs in the first 3 innings at bat on 7 hits. Taking advantage of some Eagles defensive mishaps as there's one up the middle off the glove of the shortstop. Maggio into center field for a base hit. This will be a good time for the Red River Valley Fair in-game update as those 7 hits 4 of them coming in the first inning. Reese Lavick, Addison Rust, Brooklyn Hoyland, and Avery Davidson, all with base knocks. Then Emma Hovness and Casey Fix went back-to-back with a double and a single to plate another couple runs in the second. And then in the third, a walk comes around to score on an Addison Rust double. That is the 7 runs and the 9-run story for Northern Gas. And your in-game update brought to you by the Red River Valley Fairs. They've got 3 weeks of fun coming up this summer. Three different times throughout the week instead of just doing it for 10 straight days. But they're going to have Gabriel Iglesias out there in week 1, then Skillet, Young Gravy, week 2, Blake Shelton, Riley Green to close things off with some country from the Red River Valley Fair in West Fargo. Ariana Anderson batting now after Fix is able to reach on the E6. Ground ball through the hole, left side, that's a base hit. Strong throw to the plate, but the throw is not handled, so Fix is in there safely, and Anderson makes it to third. So another unearned run coming in for Northern Cass as they now lead 10-4 on the Bank North scoreboard. Brooklyn Hoyland will now bat with a runner in scoring position, nobody out. Lays down the bunt, the runner reading it, throw to first is in time, the run will score. So a sacrifice bunt laid down, not even really so much, it was a little bit of a squeeze play, safety squeeze, definitely not a suicide as Anderson just played it carefully at third base, waited for Evenson to throw out Hoyland at first. Line to base hit to the left center field gap. Davidson rounds first and holds up there with a solid stroke single into left center. Winterquist stepping up now, has a 6-run lead in hand for her in the circle, at least when she comes back to play some defense and pitch. It's actually a 7-run advantage right now, 11-4. Hard to keep up with the runs right now with how the Northern Cass bats are going. That ball is dropped at first by Chamberlain. Throw to second is wild. Now it's going to allow runners to come in again unearned. Davidson is going to be in. 12-4 as Winterquist advances to second on the air. Already 3 errors in this inning from the Eagles as they have struggled on defense today. Bunt laid down foul. Five errors unofficially charged to the Eagles on defense. Macy Murch again trying to lay down a bunt. This one works. And the throw is wild into right field. So another run comes in. Winterquist gets plated on the error by the catcher Wall, and that will make it a 9-run game. Timeout will be called now. And a trip to the mound. Lindsey Bunn's going to come out and talk with her pitcher and infield here. Evenson, the freshman, doing her job as she's been throwing strikes, hasn't given up a whole lot of walks. There's been 3. They've all come around to score, though, but it's been the defense behind her that's let her down a little bit, and we will take it to break here. No time for that. We got Reese Lavick coming to the plate. Mean on the mound getting broken up. So be up to the top of the lineup for Lavig. Officially 1 for 2 on the day, but she has a single that she came around to score on in the first, a sacrifice bunt, and reached on error. Flied to center field and caught. Aspen Schlecht with the grab in center. So that sets down Lavig on 1 pitch. So a successful trip to the circle from Lindsey Bunn. Gets a quick out, and that'll bring up Addison Rust. Rust has reached in 3 straight plate appearances. 2 by way of the hit and 1 an error. Chopped up the middle off the glove of the pitcher. No play at either first or second. Murch advances to second. Lavig flew out. It's Rust to first base. Unconventional force out. No, safe at third.
Yeah, the ball bouncing off of Billing there at third, right to short, then flipping it underhand back towards third, trying to get the force, but saying that the runner reached first and everybody's safe now. Coach going to come out, just confirm.
Yeah, that's that one went off of the third baseman Billing to Maggio, back to Billing to try and get the force, but it was unsuccessful, so now we have bases loaded and 2 outs. The old 5-6-5 didn't have that one on the bingo card. In there for strike 1 to Casey Fix with the bases loaded and looking to get a 10-run advantage already in the 4th inning for the Jags. Ground ball left side and through, a base hit. Everyone goes station to station, and that makes it a 10-run ball game.
Next to the plate, number 10, senior Ariana Anderson.
That was the second at bat for Fix in this inning. So she has reached on error and scored, and then came back to single. Anderson grounds one left side. Off the glove of the shortstop, Maggio into left field. It will score 2 runs. Rust is in, Hovness is in. Enderlin just cannot get off the field in the 4th.
Tough moment there. Don't let it snowball anymore. You got to make sure to keep the head up, but solid contact up the middle there. Going to bring in another run.
Fix hustling around third. She will score. The Jaguars bats alive in the 4th.
Next batter to the plate, freshman, number 13, Avery Davidson.
5 hits in the inning. And 8 runs across. To shallow left, and that'll get down for a hit and will fill the bases again. It was 11-4, so 6 runs across.
Number 4, junior Addison Winterquist is our next batter.
Bases loaded right now. Winterquist, the pitcher, steps in and takes strike 1. Ground ball through the hole at short and into center field, a base hit. Hoyland around to score, making it 18-4. That's a 2-run single, so 19-4 now as they just keep flooding across for the Jags. 15-run advantage now.
Number 18, sophomore Macy Merch is our next batter.
Popped up left side. Catch is made by Maggio at short, and the inning finally comes to an end, but not before an onslaught of runs comes across for Northern Cass. 19-4 on the Bank North scoreboard here on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you want help from a firm that has integrity and respect, strives for excellence, and is interested in the betterment of the community, look no farther than Onstead Twitchell Attorneys. Our team of attorneys has dedicated and talented professionals who are committed to improving the lives of their clients and providing custom legal solutions with integrity and excellence. We have offices in West Fargo, Hillsborough, Maddox, Page, and Castleton. Or visit our website, www.onsteadlaw.com.
The Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts congratulate the seniors on your success and wish you well in your future endeavors. They encourage you to step into your future, secure in the knowledge that this world needs you and the unique, inspiring gifts that only you can give. Best wishes go with you graduates as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead in a world of new possibilities. Congratulations, graduates, from the administration and staff of the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts. To all students, parents, and families of the Hillsborough and Central Valley Schools, thank you for a great year.
Northern Cass feeling pretty comfortable with the lead right now as they've extended it by 9 runs that last inning, courtesy of 7 hits and 5 errors. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Caitlin Maggio, the leadoff hitter in the lineup and the leadoff hitter in the 4th. And skips off the glove of Fix. And what have you liked from the Jaguars' bats here, Jake, in that 4th inning, but really all game long they've been playing in runs?
Oh, really? It's solid contact. It's not weak contact that they're being or whatever. They're making solid contact up the middle, and and stringing the hits together as well too.
Yeah, not doing too much with anything, and a lot of these errors have been on well-struck balls, so that's going to force some of those misplays. High into the backstop, full count, 3-2. Looking ahead to game number 3 on our slate here today, we've got Kindred Richland and Central Cass, a battle of the Vikings and Squirrels coming up. The 1 and 2 seeds in Region 1 softball. That is going to be a heck of a duel between those two squads. Bunt dropped down, will stay fair, no play, and Enderlin able to put a couple of base runners on to start the inning. A walk and a bunt single for Maggio and then Fredericks. Billing 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, looking to get on track here in the 4th. Chase is up high for strike number 1. Outside, now 1-1. Hillsborough Central Valley was able to knock off Hankinson in our first elimination game today, so they will await the winner of this game. Popped up center field. Rust has got it measured and makes the grab. First out of the 4th on the fly out to center for Billing. That'll bring up Schlecht, who flew to center in her last at bat. But again, the winner of this game, which the Jaguars are on top by plenty right now, will face Hillsborough in game number 4 starting at 6 o'clock. Winterquist with the windup and missing inside now. Not a bad offering there. I would imagine it's Hoyland that will be on the mound, or sorry, in the circle tonight if Northern Cass is able to advance. Just got a piece Fouled it back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the Eagles center fielder. Off the end of the bat, caught at second base. Lavig makes the squeeze, and now there's 2 down, and the runners are yet to move from first and second base. Karina Olsen has been a bright spot in the order for Enderlin. She's 2 for 2. She came around to score in her first trip around the bases, but was cut down at the plate trying to score in the third. Sometimes you just got to make the opposing team make a perfect throw, and that's exactly what happened when Olsen got cut down at home. Line to center field. That's going to get down for another base hit. They're going to send the runner Majo around, and she will score standing. So Enderlin making some noise now with an RBI single from Karina Olsen, who is having a brilliant 3 for 3 day.
Next batter to the plate, number 7, junior, Michaela Wall.
Fredericks up to second base now, and Olsen at first after the RBI single. Michaela Wall will bat. Struck out in the first, walked in the third. Enderlin just trying to chip away at this lead here and get back towards that 10-run mark so they don't have to leave everything for the bottom of the 5th to try and extend things. Winterquist delivers, chopped foul. Picked up by the catcher Fick, still in foul territory, and that's the first strike of the at-bat. Wall will wear that pitch to fill the bases now, and it'll be Mackenzie Wall coming up, who is also 2 for 2 in her plate appearances today, and she'll have plenty of runs available to drive in with the bases loaded. And what do you look for here in terms of an approach at the plate, Jake?
2 outs, same as everyone. You got to put the ball in play. You can't think, hey, I gotta hit a gap or I gotta put it over the fence or over. You got to put a ball in play. That's the biggest thing.
Fouled off out of play. It's 1-1 to the Eagles' backstop. And a big at bat for the Eagles season. Trying to stay alive here, but down big in the 4th. Ground ball sharply hit the second. Lavig, though, fields, fires, and retires the side. So Enderlin threatens, pushes one across, but leaves them full in the 4th. Heading to the top of the 5th as Northern Cass still holds on to the lead, 19-5.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at fullservicefoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
And back here on yourliveevent.com with the Region 1 softball tournament. Northern Cass leads the Enderlin Eagles 19-5. 13 hits for the Jaguars lineup that has been alive and well after they didn't have much to offer for Kindred in their game Saturday. Fouled off again. Good contact from Lavig, but it's out of play. Quickly behind 0-2. Central Cass and Kindred will follow this game up, and this ball swung on, hit to the gap in right center field. It's going to get down for a base hit in front of Schlecht. Throw into second is not in time. It's a ringing leadoff double for Lavig in the 5th. But the winner of that Central Cass and Kindred game will be one step closer to being a state qualifier and be a game away from a potential Region 1 championship. Ground ball, third base. Throw is high and will get away. Lavig will come in to score and make it 20-5.
Next batter to the plate is number 26, sophomore Emma Hovness.
Hovness comes to the plate now as Rust is back on first base, has reached in every at-bat. She gets into second as she slid in there, and that one glances off her left knee. But she swipes second base to get into scoring position. Nobody out for Hovness. Swung on and missed. Hovness has reached base 3 of 4 times and come around to score each of those times and takes outside. Evenson on the mound for the Eagles, battling hard, doing what she can. She induces weak contact here. This is popped up and caught at second base by Michaela Wall.
Next to the plate, number 22, senior Casey Fix.
This is driven to center field, sending the center fielder Schlecht back. It's going to be short of the wall, but it will get Fix into second and Rust over to third.
Your next batter, number 10, senior Ariana Anderson.
Just one out. Rust had to make sure if it was going to be caught or not, so she only advances to third. Otherwise, yeah, likely would have been an RBI.
Anderson to shallow center is going to die for a single. It scores Rust, and then Fix eventually does advance over to third.
Yeah, a little bounce away from her. They're allowing Fix the chance to take third base, and runners on the corners here in a 21-5 game. We'll see here if we have a substitution coming. Take a quick break here while they get this all set up.
It's the most prestigious, challenging rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
Couple of substitutions coming in now as Steinberger will be at third, and then it will be Josie Treibwasser coming in to bat now with runners at the corners, one out. She swings at the first pitch and pops one up, foul left side and over the third base dugout.
Yeah, Steinberger has a courtesy runner there for the catcher Fix running at third base. As we get one down the third base line, and it's fair. It's bad. The fielder will go all the way to the fence, and we'll see how many come in.
Around third comes Anderson, and it is going to be a 2-run triple for Josie Triebwasser. We've seen her make a few pinch-hitting appearances throughout this Region 1 tournament. She makes good with this one with the double down the left field line, plating Annabelle Steinberger from third as the courtesy runner.
Okay, now 6 is coming in. They're saying Flex will enter the lineup at the designated player spot, so I don't have the Rose Gellner.
That's Rose Gellner, yep.
Was the Flex. She will enter in here as basically they're taking away the DH spot for right now, as Gellner will stay in the game and continue to play in left field likely, but get a chance to swing the bat here.
Yeah, so that's Davidson. That was the designated player. As Gellner swings through pitch number 1. Flare down the third base side and foul near the Northern Cass dugout. Pitch misses high as Evenson battling, doing what she can. The defense has not been stellar behind her, but also good contact from the Jaguars throughout the afternoon has led to the crooked numbers on the scoreboard. Already 4 runs across for Northern Cass. There's a strikeout of Gellner. And I'll bring up Winterquist, but no, we're actually going to have another substitution. That will be Olivia Olson, the sophomore, coming off the bench.
Sophomore Olivia Olson.
Here, so the Jaguars getting a chance to go down the roster, let some others get some opportunities here in this region tournament.
This one to the backstop. Yeah, always good to see players off the bench getting some extra time once that game is out of hand, getting some experience, as they will probably be in the starting spot perhaps in this situation a year or 2 from now if you're an underclassman like Olson is here. In there for a strike. 2-1. Triebwasser stands in at third. Swung and missed there by Olson. Now it is 2-2. Olivia will take outside to fill the count. Evenson looking to get out of the inning. But this ball is crushed to left field, but right there, the catch is made in left by Ellie Fredericks to retire the side, but not before 4 more runs come across for Northern Cass. 23-5 on the Bank North scoreboard. To the bottom of the 5th we go.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay, services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, Strong bank, strong communities.
Coming up on yourliveevent.com, we'll have our Petro Stomping Center postgame show, and in that postgame show, our Hallstatt Telephone Company postgame connection and our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. It's been all Northern Cass in this one as they're trying to close out the Enderlin Eagles. Jaguars have shown that their bats are nothing to be trifled with and that they have the bats that could contend with perhaps an upset victory. They've already had one of those against Hankinson in round 1. Strike at the knees in there from Winterquist. But Northern Cass's path has been, they're the number 6 seed, upsetting 3-seeded Hankinson. They then fell to Kindred Richland at 4 o'clock on Saturday was when that game was played. Kindred Richland did end up winning via the 10-run rule. But the Jaguars in this one flexing their might. That one is taken for ball number 4.
Next batter to the plate, number 3, freshman Eve Chamberlain.
Got a pinch runner here. Looks like 15 for Enderlin coming off the bench there. Is that Haley Rowland, I believe?
I got it right.
She'll run at first base.
So Waitson will take the walk, and then the pinch runner will advance down to second in Rowland on that wild pitch. Swung and a miss by Chamberlain, evens the count at 1. But Northern Cass is set for a date tomorrow with Hillsborough Central Valley if they're able to hang on to this. Winterquist misses wide. It's a gauntlet of a series to get through this loser's bracket. Northern Cass will have to advance a couple more games to try and get into that state qualifier game. Be a tough road ahead of them, but they have already left a mark on today's games as down goes Chamberlain swinging for the first out.
Next batter, number 5, Caitlin Maho.
Majo in the top of the order comes up. She's been on all 3 times with the single and 2 walks. She scored 2 of the 5 Eagles runs.
Don't forget, too, Northern Cass played that extra play-in game as well, too. There's a break for the plate. One will score on the wild pitch there. But the Jaguars to come back, make it to state, they'd end up playing a total of 7 games in this region tournament if they're able to do so.
That's a really long schedule right there, but in the end it would be worth it if you can crack that state qualifier game. Just a long road ahead of the Jags. Two-one count to Majo. Winterquist winds and fires, misses outside. Misses up high for ball number 4, so a couple free passes given up by Winterquist in this inning. 5th walk in the afternoon, drawn by Eagles batters. Frederick squares to bunt. Pulls back, it's ball 1. Fredericks has reached 3 out of 3 times with an infield single, a hit by pitch, and a single to the outfield. So there have been some Enderlin batters that have had success getting on base. And 6 runs have come around to score. So not a terrible day offensively. It's just that the defense for Enderlin and the pitching has not withstood the test of the Northern Cass bats. Flied to left. That is in fair territory. The batter was still in the box, so it's just station to station. So Fredericks to first with a single, and Maggio to second.
Yeah, that's why you got to run out, because sometimes the ball lands where it wants to land. So
never know what kind of bounce or wind you're going to get. Billing, kind of a check swing foul.
Billing did have a 2-run home run on Saturday, so she's got some pop in the bat there. Be big here, still some distance for the Eagles to cover, but as the ball bounces away, runners move up a base. Here, well, to cover the distance, you got to start with wherever you're at and a couple runners on base and keep moving them around.
Needing 7 or 8 runs rather to come across. Base hit up the middle here will plate 1 run, and now here comes a second. So Amethyst Billing with a 2-run single, giving a little bit of life to Enderlin.
So now Eagles trying to continue the momentum. Jaguars, you want to just stop it there and not make it harder on yourself than it needs to be here with the lead that they have, and be able to go get ready for the next game here should they close it out.
Jaguars scheduled to play at 6 o'clock, assuming they hold on to this lead. We'll take on the Vikings of Hillsborough Central Valley.
Burrows of HCB.
That is very, very true, because Kindred Richland is the Vikings.
Yep, they'll take on the Central Cass Squirrels next.
I'm just mixing and matching games right here. Up the middle and into center field. That's going to get through for a base hit. And collision, little bit of contact there at the plate. Fix will run the batter back to second. She was in the base path trying to catch that throw. And also the bat was kind of in play right there as well.
Yeah, they're going to call defensive interference on that as the runner does make it up to second base. Run does come in, and now Coach Meyer going to have a timeout with his team. We'll be back after this. 23-9 on your Bank North scoreboard.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Karina Olsen comes up with a runner at second base and 1 out, trying to extend things here for the Eagles. They've already plated a few runs. She takes down low for ball number 1. Winterquist has been giving up some decent contact, including 3 straight hits, and she's already walked a couple in this inning. Misses outside there for ball number 2. The 1 strikeout of Chamberlain is the only out in this inning. Three balls, no strikes to the DP for the Eagles, and takes ball 4. Free passes have been a bit of an issue. 6th one issued. It's actually the 7th walk drawn by Eagles batters, 3rd this inning. Michaela Wall at bat. Just misses. Winterquist struggling with that control a little bit, but not outside by much of the zone on that one. Same exact pitch for ball 2. Important just to throw strikes at this point in the game because not really at threat of giving up a hit that can score 14 runs right now. It's just got to put it over and your defense will take care of you, or you can maybe find a strikeout. The 2-2, there is the strikeout as Wall chases up high for strike 3, and the Eagles are down to their final out.
Next batter, number 8, senior Mackenzie.
They will bat around the order as Wall is the 9th to bat. Swing and miss for strike 1 is Winterquist. Seems to have found a little something to get it over the plate. Fouled off, nothing in 2, and down to the 1 last strike. Good recovery from Winterquist is getting the punch out of Wall pretty quickly and now working ahead. No balls, 2 strikes, gets the swinging miss, and that will retire the side and do it here in game number 2 from Progressive Ag Field. 23-9 reads the Bank North scoreboard after 5 and the 10-run rule. We'll step aside and come back with our Petro Stopping Center postgame show after this.
Central Cass Schools' mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Did you know that Bassett Motors has over 300 pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a great selection of new vehicles arriving daily? At Bassett Motors, hometown hospitality and personal service is their goal. Come and experience a relaxed buying process. They will handle everything from financing and licensing to accessorizing your new vehicle. Give them a call at 701-652-2955 or check them out online at BassettMotors.com. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
This is the Petro Stopping Center postgame show. Petro Stopping Center is your one-stop travel hub for all your road trip needs. They've got you covered around the clock every day of the week with a wide selection of food, winter gear, and gas for your ride. Let their team roll out the red carpet and give you the VIP treatment today. The Petro Stomping Center just off of 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. 23-9 is your final, but the hits were actually a lot closer than you might expect in a game this lopsided. Going over some of the box score here, Northern Cass with 23 runs scored on 18 hits. Enderlin with 9 runs on 12 hits. The starting pitcher lines with Addison Winterquist. She goes 5 innings. She gets the win. Punched out 6 batters. Had some control issues, giving up the 7 walks and then the 12 hits as well. 9 runs come around to score for Enderlin off of Winterquist. And then Rena Evenson also going 5 innings. Only struck out 2. Didn't really have swing and miss stuff. But she had control. Only walked 3 batters. And that's a small amount for what she was able to face this afternoon. Gave up 18 hits to this Northern Cass lineup, but a growing experience for both of these teams, and Enderlin able to put up 9 runs in this Region 1 game. Haven't been able to advance in the tournament for quite some time, but just good experience for these players as they continue to grow closer together and mature as ball players. And we look forward to seeing them more in the future, but it is the Northern Cass Jaguars advancing on. They will take on the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros in the game at 6 o'clock in Game 4 here tonight. We'll step aside and come back with more on our Petro Stopping Center postgame show after this.
Meet Blake, the messiest 4-year-old on the planet. He's no ordinary durability tester. Meet SmartStrand, no ordinary carpet. With all pet protection, it's the softest, most durable, easiest to clean carpet on the planet. When Blake's barn got a comfy makeover, SmartStrand came clean, even went up against a 2-ton rhino. Made to withstand all walks of life. Ask for SmartStrand, rhino tested, rhino approved.
Available at Carpet World, carpetworldfargo.com.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsborough offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsborough to learn more about rebates or visit BrightEnergySolutions.com.
And on the Petro Stopping Center post-game show, head over to Petro Stopping Center in Fargo for a feast fit for a king. Love that chicken from Popeyes, a juicy cheesesteak, or melt-in-your-mouth Cinnabon. They've got it all there at the Petro Stopping Center off of 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. Let's get to our Hallstead Telephone Company post-game connection. And tonight, that is Addison Rust, as she reached into every plate appearance. 5 for 5 in terms of on-base percentage, reaching base here tonight. 3 hits and reached on a couple of errors, but she came around to score 4 times here today. So Addison Rust is our Hallstatt Telephone Company postgame connection. Hallstatt Telephone Company, keeping you connected. Discover local reliability you can trust at hallstatttel.com. And then our Artie Cantor prizes precision play of the game. It's the bats all around. The 18 hits from the Northern Cast Bats. They were just on it tonight, scoring 23 runs with 18 hits and a number of walks and errors that they reached on, but they had the Enderlin defense under pressure all night, and it ends in a 20-plus run performance for the Jaguars. They score in every inning to total the 23 runs. It was 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 4 in the third, 9 in the fourth, and 4 in the fifth that they scored to rout the Eagles here today. Back with more on the postgame show after this.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
And welcome back to our Petro Stomping Center postgame show, joined here by Casey Fix of the Northern Cast Jaguars. And Casey, you were able to reach base quite a few times here today and control a good game behind the plate. What was the key to the win here today?
I think we just kind of had to stay confident at the plate and make sure that we were able to make contact. It's kind of hard adjusting to a new pitcher every time, so making sure we could adjust and then get hits.
And, I mean, the hits came in bunches here today with 18 of them for you guys, and what kept the bats alive?
Yeah, I think once we started hitting, we just kind of didn't let it stop. We just had to keep rolling and carry off of each other's energy and then keep each other going, and we just wanted to stay confident up in the plate, like I said.
And then what kind of confidence does this build going forward as you advance to your next game against Hillsborough Central Valley tonight?
Yeah, I think it's pretty big, making sure that we were able to hit this game, and then it kind of gives us the same energy and confidence into the next game. Helps us hopefully we can keep the bats rolling into the next game.
All right. Good luck tonight, and thank you for joining us here on our post-game show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Designing places of lasting value and beauty, Hepper Olson Architects of Buxton continues to be a leader in small town skylines. No project is off the table as they've completed buildings for commercial businesses, educational and medical facilities, public spaces, religious centers, and even residential properties. From start to finish, Bobby and her team will help your visions become reality. Hepper Olson Architects of Buxton, 701-841-1000 and hepperolson.com. Best of luck to the regional athletes in your spring sports tournaments.
And back here on our Petro Stopping Center postgame show, joined here by Anthony Meyer of the Northern Cast Jaguars. And Coach, how proud of you are of your girls for this performance here, putting up 23 runs.
Yeah, very proud. They top to bottom hit the ball very well. Not only well, they were just hitting it hard, either right at them or in the gap. So I was very happy with our offensive performance today.
And what was the key to having those disciplined at bats at the plate?
I think it was important because, this season we've been hitting the ball well, but we haven't been like rallying like that. So I think today it was nice to break that open a little bit and have everyone top to bottom hit the ball.
And how important was it to break open in this game specifically before a big game coming up tonight now?
Huge, because the Hillsboro team, they're pretty good. So we got to make sure our bats stay alive, and we're hitting the ball top to bottom just like that, and play defense as well.
Yeah, Hillsboro put together some really good bats earlier today. What's the key to keeping them down come 6 o'clock?
I think just staying up in the counts, keeping the ball down, and bringing the ball up when we need it to. But if we let that ball come up when we want it down, that's when we're going to get in trouble, and they're going to hit the ball. They got some very good hitters on their team, so we got to make sure we keep that ball down. And
again, Addison Rust, we talked to her last time, but reached in all 5 plate appearances. Talk about her approach at the plate and her experience as a hitter.
Yeah, she's one of the players where when she goes up, it's like either she's hitting it at someone or she's getting a single or a double, maybe even a triple. She's a great leader. She's always getting on base, and she's leading the pack. So I think her approach at the plate is just see the ball, hit the ball.
Well, you've got a date with HCV coming up tonight, so thank you for joining us, and rest up until 6 o'clock. We're looking forward to seeing you then.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll come back with one more segment on our Dakota Heritage Bank postgame show after this.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
The Hillsboro Vets Club apologizes for the inconvenience of having the kitchen closed for remodeling this week. When the remodeling has been completed and the kitchen reopened, they will continue to bring you the best roasted chicken on Saturdays. The Hillsboro Vets Club sends congratulations to our area graduates and wish you best of luck as you prepare for the greater challenges ahead. As we approach Memorial Day, the Hillsboro Vets Club gives a salute to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. They encourage everyone to take the time this Memorial Day to honor those who gave their lives for the red, white, and blue.
You're feeling that spring sensation, and that means it's time to put a spring in your step over to Mayport Hardware. They've got it all, the seeds, soil, pots, and garden tools you need to make your green thumb glow. If you're spring cleaning, pick up some paint or rakes to spruce up your home and yard. They also have appliances to put that tax refund to good use, and the bikes and lawnmowers, they're just ready to roll out the door. Keep that spring sensation at Mayport Hardware, Trail County's Hardware Hank on Main Street in Mayville.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
And welcome back to the Petro Stopping Center postgame show, your one-stop travel hub for all your road trip needs. Check out the Petro Stopping Center just off of 45th Street and I-94 in Fargo. And we just heard from Casey Fix and Anthony Meyer on our Dakota Heritage Bank post-game interviews. And we now tally the final stats in this one. 23 runs on 18 hits for Northern Cass. Reese Lavig went 2 for 4. Addison Rust was 3 for 5. Emma Hovness was 1 for 4. Casey Fix and Ariana Anderson both 3 for 5. Brooklyn Hoyland was 2 for 3. Then Josie Tribosser came in with a pinch hit double. And then Avery Davidson was 3 for 5. And then Macy Murch walked twice. So that is your 23 runs on 18 hits for the Northern Cass Jaguars. And then 12 hits and 7 walks for the Enderlin Eagles, but they come up short, only tallying 9 runs in our second game of the day. We will have, in our third game of the day now, we will have the Kindred Richland Vikings and the Central Cass Squirrels, the 1 and 2 seeds coming up. Jake Berkemeyer will be on the call for that one. And we will sign off now and take you to Game 3 in just a few minutes. But thank you to our sponsors for helping us put on this broadcast day in and day out. So we couldn't do without them. If you see them out and about, give them a thank you, because they're the reason we can do this. Signing off from Progressive Ag Field after Game 2, I'm Josh Boyko. And sign off for Jake Berkemeyer. Have a good day and join us for in just a few minutes for Game 3.